As you saw, this time I'm gonna spin to his back with the reverse de la riva hook. So again, first I'll place my foot on his hips, raise my hips up to the side, pull myself close, and embrace his leg with my elbow joint. At this point, I am going to make a hook on his leg by the hips, okay? So to avoid him from, to prevent him from dragging my leg or to pull my leg or to push my leg right away. Okay, so I'm gonna have some type of control by hooking his leg right here. He took a step back, so my goal is to grab that leg from behind, but it's too far, so I'm gonna use my knees and pull my knees to my chest, and he will most likely take a step forward, and that will allow me to block his leg. If he does not, then it's no problem as well, because if he doesn't, then his weight is gonna be back, which means that when I bring my knees to my chest, that will allow me to spin under him. So he will either take a step or I will spin under him by bringing my knees to the chest, okay? I'll immediately stop his leg from going back and grabbing the front to prevent him to actually go forward as well. Now I cannot, this is the part, turn all the way. Yeah. So most likely you'll stop like this and you won't be able to pass the leg here. I need to make a hook right here, but it's gonna be very hard for me to do that because it's too close. So make sure you use both legs and you start pushing him. But if you do that and your hands are still with the same grips, you'll end up losing the leg. So it's important that at the same time that you're doing this, you're gonna switch the grips to the heel, especially this one, okay? So take a step a little bit more this way here so they can see it. Look, I cannot bring the leg here. Look how my hand is controlling. The moment that I move, look how I start controlling this way. And the moment that I start losing this leg, I start controlling this way here. Now I'm gonna switch my leg because he has enough space, has given me enough space to switch my leg here and then hook from behind. The moment that I do that, I will grab the front of his leg, pull him down, extend my legs and take the back, okay? I wish it was just that simple, but there is one more thing here for the more advanced students that you need to know, okay? Because you need to know how to control the person from that position as well. It's not just pull and push. Otherwise, it would be too easy and everyone would be a master from that technique and would work every time. But it's not like that. It doesn't work every time because you need to have some type of control there as well. Now, let's just spin more towards this way here. Let me turn, yes, perfect. So look how he's far, I cannot reach the leg. So I'm gonna use my knees, bring, and now look how I block in the back and in the front. I will immediately use my legs and push him that way and switch my hand to the front and to the front of his leg. Look at this. Immediately here, now I can switch my leg, no problem, and bring my hooks. This is the problem here, okay? So the moment that I'm like this, I can't have my legs this way. So of course, if I'm far enough, I can make hooks on the knee and it's perfect because now there's no space. Look at this. There's no space. At any time that there is space, he's just gonna push my leg down or move my legs up and he's gonna sit on my belly and pass my guard. And even if it's just one, he can just pull that one leg and now he can whether knee bar me or switch his hips or sit on my belly still and stop me from actually taking his back. Reminding you guys that if he sits back down in this position, this is a guard pass, okay? So he will get points because he's clearing my leg. So it's important that I don't let him do this because I went from being in a really good position to a position that is not good at all for me. So in order for me to not allow him to either pull my legs up or push my legs down, I have to have my hooks tight, which is very easy if I have a distance back. But usually you will not have any distance. So you see, if I'm like this, there's no way that I can pull my legs and actually connect my foot connected to his legs, look. So in order to do this, you do it exactly like you learned in the Reverse De La Riva. You don't pull it this way, you pull it up, look. You pull it up, and now there's no space for him to actually grab, look, and push. Because it's this space here that he uses, and he can easily push down or pull my leg up. So it's very important that I have no space here. At this point here, you do never let go with both hands and try to hold with both hands. Because if you do that, then it will become very easy for him to spin to one side, okay? I have to take one hand and then the other hand. It's one hand at a time. And if you want, you can actually do it just with one hand. It's just harder, but it's possible, okay? Now, also important here, I do not want to hold the middle. Because if I hold the middle of his belt, he's just going to spin to the side because I'm not holding the side here. You see, if he tries to spin all the way to the other side, he's gonna end up passing my guard. And this happens all the time in the lower belt divisions, that the guy hold the belt and the person just spins, and you know, sometimes it's just a crazy wipeout that ends up passing the guard of someone that they're not supposed to, but because they have some instincts, they actually go to a position that is more dominant, okay? So it's important that I don't ever do this, because this side here will be unprotected. So if I'm like this, I want to always hold in the same side. So now if it tries to turn, it's impossible, okay? If it tries to turn, it's impossible, because now I'm holding. Now which grips? I like this grip here better because it's faster, okay? But this, you have to go right away, because it's very easy for your partner just to break that grip. So I hold one, hold the other, pull him, and go to the back. If you want to stay in that position, which you probably shouldn't, then it's better to hold where either the belt, okay, on the sides, or the pants on the side if it doesn't have the belt, okay? If the belt's like this, it's gonna be hard for me to grab the pants, so I'll hold the belt. If it doesn't have a belt, I'll grab the pants. The pants always better, but it's not always there, you know? So the side of the belt is where you wanna grab, never on the middle, okay? Because otherwise it spins, and if it does that, then you're the one in trouble, not him anymore. Us.